Oh, that's
You
what
have
you're
to be
saying.
on
I thought it's just...
No,
Okay.
you have to be. I brought a professional cameraman.
Okay.
You know, I'm feeling different.
Now I know what I'm doing here. It's good I'm not sitting like... I thought it's in the-
No, sit good. That's what I was
Yes.
done. All right, Abby, running for a cause. What is Shalva? Why to run? But not just to run to have good health. It's to give health to other people.
I think the marathon concept is the most brilliant concept to help raise money for a charity, for an organization. When a runner comes to run in Jerusalem, first of all, Jerusalem is an amazing place to run in, and it's just experiencing running next to the Kotel, running in other areas of Jerusalem, that is very, very inspiring. But in addition, running with a team that is dedicated to help and raise money for children with disabilities in Israel gives it so much more. And everybody who ran in the Jerusalem Marathon for Shalva and Team Shalva wants to come back. It's a lifetime experience.
What's the difference between running the marathon and running with the team Shalva?
So as I said, running in the Marathon of Jerusalem is one thing. It's an amazing experience to its own, but when you add to that the additional value of running and raising money for children with disabilities in Israel and helping them, that gives it so much more value and so much more excitement, and a wonderful team from all over the world comes together to do it, and it's just an unbelievable, uplifting experience. Now, what is Shalva? Shalva takes care of over 500 children from birth till they grow up and become adults with disabilities. And
What kind of disabilities or any? What is
the whole spectrum of disabilities, from different syndromes to autism and mentally and physically disabled children. Shalva is there to support their families, to give their families what they need. We provided different programs that help the families raise this child at home. It's very difficult to raise a kid with disabilities. It takes apart the family, and with the programs we provide, the family has the ability to raise the child at home and to have a healthy life. Father could function, mother could function, siblings could function, and the child gets what he needs to move on and to have...
It's just to try him to be healthy, or is also to introduce him to normal life, to the people with disability. You work with that also, so they can have, in some moment, a normal life or be part of the society like everybody else.
I think you touched the most important element here. Our role is to help the kids develop and fulfill their potential. Some are low functioning and they're very limited in what they can do. Some are high functioning and could do a lot. We help them fulfill their potential, but that's not enough. Part of our mission and goal, and very important mission, is to try to help make this world a better place for this society, for this population, and doing it by what we call inclusion and having them with different projects as part of the community. The marathon is one of those projects because we have the main thing is that you run for the kids and you raise money to help them with their needs. But part of it is that the Shalva children, kids with disabilities, have a special tract in the marathon, and they run alongside the pre-marathon race. It's 800 meters. It's a warm-up. But you do it with children in wheelchairs, some children on a volunteer shoulder, some could run, and that experience of running with a kid with disability is an amazing, amazing experience, and it helps both the children being part of such a platform, such a unbelievable activity, and of course people that run with them get to know them. And
families, kids from all over the world will run with these kids with disability, this warm, they run with them, or just they see them, or they can run with everybody
people that
who wants.
come in to run the marathon in the morning, before their race, before their track, they have a warm-up run, an 800-meter run, we call it a community run, with children with disabilities. So Shalva has their children there, and there are other children with disabilities on that track as well. So you have that experience of running with them and seeing them so happy and seeing them as part of the community, and it works both ways. It works wonderful for the kids and it works for the community as well. Their place is in the community. These children belong in the community. Thank God we live in a much better generation today, and there is still work to do, but the community is much more, society is much more accepting, and you see these children today living within the community and being part of the community.
You have many good results with this? Is these people already integrated, you're starting, or you already have results about your program with these kids?
We have many different programs with integrating them into the society. One of them is actually a movie that we did about two youngsters that became special reporters to Israel's largest website called Ynet.
You can send them also, they can become also reporters for us, for Diario Judío. It will be a pleasure to have some of you people working for us in Diario Judío and have their place. And if we can help you like that, it will be a pleasure to have them.
You know what? That's an amazing statement. When they started working at Ynet, it was something that people looked at it as, what is it? What is it about? And Shimon Peres, president of Israel, gave them the first interview. Once he gave them that interview, everybody was lined up to be interviewed by them. Bibi Netanyahu as prime minister, Tzipi Livni gave them the Chag interview, then Bar Rafaeli came in, Yal Golan, and all the big Israeli names came and gave them the interview, and it was the highest rating interview in Israel. Israelis were waiting to see this interview. It was different, it was special, but it gave, they actually brought out of people what a regular interviewer, what you wouldn't be able to do. People shared with them their inner things. Minister of Social Welfare, Rosie Herzog, shared with them that his quiet secret is that he loves to steal chocolates at night. Or all kinds of funny things, anecdotes that people shared with them that they wouldn't share with.
All right, they have to work with us, so it's already there.
I don't think you could afford them today.
All right.
They're stars.
Start with somebody else, no problem.
They had a dream to interview Obama, and they went to the States, and there was a whole documentary done about this movie, about this journey of theirs.
Yes, we will see it in Mexico in these days, and it will be very interesting.
And
in Comunidad Sefaradí.
And it's an amazing tool to help, teach the public about this population. Talking about inclusion, all the public has to know is, everything, the only thing we need is to get to know them. Once you know them, you fall in love with them. And you understand that their place is with us, and not someplace, put away somewhere.
Like I told you, have an open place in Diario Judío in Mexico. We get to all countries around the world, so you have an open place so people will see what your job, what they achieve with these kids, what they do, and whatever it can be. But tell me something.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you and the Mexican community. I've been welcomed here with.
You are welcome.
Warmth,
you are welcome, and you can do
people
whatever you
are
want.
Amazing.
Let me ask you something. If people want to help, it's not just run for the cause, not just wait for March. I think it's the marathon. It's not just that time. They can help all around the world. Or they can be in contact with you, or how can people work with this, or to say to other people to go to the marathon? I know that some time ago you have a group from Toronto, but it was Mexico represent there, so I'm very good represent. I don't know if they finished the run, but I know.
I think they did great timing. Yeah, they were pretty good. That's how I was introduced to the Mexican community with my friends Mary and Moy that ran with the Toronto community, and they said, let me introduce you to the Mexican community.
He's very famous in Mexico, Moy and Mary. He made many things in Mexico.
I must tell you, they're loved.
He has a very good book, synagogues, and very good things in Mexico.
I learned. I just have to be beside them, and I get their love. People love them, so I just have to stand next to them.
How was to have somebody from another country, from Mexico, being in the marathon? How did it feel? How was
It's
the
amazing. It's amazing. It's exactly what the marathon is. Marathon brings in people from all over the world, and it's part of the experience that in a group with people from the US, Canada, London, two representatives from Mexico. Hopefully this year we'll have a larger group from Mexico, but that's what, and many Israelis. So it's an amazing experience of just meeting people from all over the world, and that's part of the experience running in the marathon. It's another additional value of coming to the marathon. We have groups from schools, we have groups from universities in the States, dental students, different groups that just get together and come. It's a fun weekend in Israel. We take care of everything from soup to nuts. You just come, have a great time, raise the money for the kids. The 100%
if you make me run 42 kilometers, if you make me run 42 kilometers, that will be American.
You don't have to run
everything can happen
42
in
kilometers. That's a very important point. There is a 5K track, 10K, 21, and a full marathon.
I will run the 800 meters.
Even if you come into Israel just to run the 800 meters with the Shalva kids, you will be very happy. It's something that will fill you and give you energies that you don't get elsewhere. For that alone is worth coming in. But if you come in,
the best important part is to help the kids.
Exactly. That's the whole purpose behind the marathon, and it's a tool. It's a tool to help the kids. You asked how we could help. The marathon is a project. It's a tool, as I said, for ongoing. And there is a website, shalva.org, www.shalva.org, where people could go and learn about Shalva and hopefully become partners of ours.
And they can find also a lot of information that already we got in Diario. We have more information. We will see this interview and many more things to come with you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
And send me the interviews.
I will send you, they're online, by the way.
All right.
They're online. We actually have a copy of the video in Spanish with Spanish subtitles, so if you want to take a segment of it and
send it,
put it
in
so you can have like a minute or two from the movie in it.
Very good.
That would be great.
We have it already. I think we already
in
have
Spanish?
it.
No, it's in English.
It's in English.
It's English.
Yes.
So
Send
if you
me
want
one
in Spanish, I have it here, I'll share it with you.
I repeat, you have an open doors there. Whatever we can do to help, it will be a pleasure.
Thank you so much. This is, you know what, I want to tell you, I'm on a journey, and I visit different countries and I meet people, and that's how we keep Shalva going and developing and providing the services to the kids and their families. And it's really many partners around the world, like yourself here, dedicating the time, helping me convey the message to others. So I thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, and God bless you for your job.
Thank you.